but he could do part of it, yeah, just with his embouchure.
But didn't you say he made all these weird instruments
He did,
at Ted's?
yeah. Part was for show, they hung them in the windows, but I remember he played some of them for children's concerts, so. I don't know, I mean, people still do that. Oh shoot, he was the, I was trying to think, no, he wasn't the, I don't know which it was, but he took over one of the Ted's shop, I think. One of the orchestra musicians, maybe he was a horn player, and took over Ted's shop, and he just had it for years and years, making instruments. He was really good at making instruments. You guys probably in the Baltimore Symphony know him. I can't think of his last name now. Real nice man. I think he played third horn when we were there. I don't know. Anyway, so
and he made weird instruments too.
Well, he probably did that too, but I mean, he did really good stuff too. But I was surprised to see Ted was still there. The name Ted was still there.
Well, it was a couple of years ago. I haven't walked down that street.
I thought it was.
It was behind. You know, Peabody has a new entrance in the back.
Is that where it was?
Yes, it's on that back street where you go into the museum. Over across the way, it's that back street, which I don't remember what the name of that street is. But it's behind Peabody.
Okay, so there are a few things that last, and making instruments and repairing them is certainly one of the things that last.
I was reading in the Wall Street Journal that China is now the leading exporter of all classical music instruments. Except Canada still does the main organs. Canada.
Yeah. Oh,
Isn't that kind of strange?
Well,
so Germany and them don't do the.
Well, it's probably a German that came over to Canada. I can't remember the name right now, but I recognize the name of the organ builder. Yeah, it's been around.
So you never know.
But they still have some in Germany.
But I think it's funny that the Chinese are making all the classical instruments.
Well, they're getting so expensive to make. I suppose. I mean, are they mass producing them?
Well, if your kid takes Suzuki and he needs a violin or whatever, guess where he's going to go get it? From some place that has made in China.
I got mine from Sears and Roebuck's, my first one.
Okay, was it made in China?
Not in those days. It was probably made in America.
Now with the Cultural Revolution.
Yeah.
So that is the situation. Way to go, BSO.
Yes, yes.
Or as WBJC, who was the announcer this morning?
Judith, what's her name?
No, it wasn't her. Judith?
Was a woman.
Isn't Judith the one from South Africa?
Yeah, it was her.
It was her?
Yes.
You sure? I thought it was the other girl.
No.
Which I can't
they
remember.
They really rocked, is what she said.
So really rocked.
Really rocked. And the soloist was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
And everything.
So that was a great way to
end the season.
And move on with that energy.
I can't wait to
into next year.
Go see next year.
Yeah, and then next year we're going. We are also going to concerts at Strathmore.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
And it'll be a busy year for me. I'm already scheduling concerts in 2010.
Wow. That's great. It's great that at least music is going on.
Well, and she made a valid point before she was talking about
Marin Alsop.
Yeah, and I clapped. Okay, I clapped. No one else did. She said, and this is something that I say too all the time, that even in this economy and in these bad times when horrible things happen, the arts are very, very important because, and I notice this myself, when I do a performance and I'm sharing positive energy and I'm making people happy and making them smile and it makes me happy too, that is something that's very important. And I myself enjoyed last night's concert because, you know, I've been having a few problems with my stupid colitis, and I was happy.
So was I.
It made me happy.
Yes.
So music and art is very important.
Right.
It should always be part of society, because without culture and without arts, there is no society. And yes, the Greeks said that many moons ago.
Yeah.
I just repeat it, and Marin Alsop said that last night, and I clapped.
And it's really important.
I clapped because I totally agree.
Yes.
I say that as a starving musician, but I say that as a musician who is very happy and who is very happy to share music, because I personally know how incredible music is and how it wakes something up in every people's brain. Like when I sing for Alzheimer people and they're just like, mute and whatever, and then I sing a song that they recognize and they totally come to life. So music is amazing, and everyone should keep up the arts.
Okay, and you are, the Baltimore Symphony is doing it.
Yes, so keep it up.
Giving up money and all that. That's just fantastic.
I will give you standing ovation for that $1 million give back. I believe the audience totally appreciates that.
Oh,
they did stand up for that. I totally agree with that, because that is that's a sacrifice on their part, but at the same token, it keeps the arts going. And
it keeps the standard up for the orchestra, too, because if you start losing people and and the morale goes down, that's the worst thing that can happen. And this way, the jobs continue, the great music continues. You're still working, you're still going to practice. Yeah, the community is really in back of everybody.
Kids is going. I think that's great, because that's like we talked about before, like the programs in Venezuela. And we were in Venezuela when they were starting those programs. And I was in the chorus, which is part of it. So that's right. So anyway, so there we are.
It was a great ending to the
finale for the BSO.
And we really enjoyed it. And everybody in the orchestra, in the audience enjoyed it. Well, the orchestra probably enjoyed it too, because you played lots of loud stuff.
Yeah, so that was her comment. That was an orchestral. That was for the orchestra. Nice orchestra.
And I got to sit in the middle of all that wonderful sound. There's nothing like it. Nobody can explain that unless you've actually done it. I was thinking people, I don't know what purpose it would be, but sit people in the middle of the orchestra sometime,
so they can
if they're depressed or something. I'm serious. You hear, you get the vibrations from all the instruments.
You can get the vibrations in the hall.
Yeah, it's not the same.
No, I agree. It's not
more
the
like
same.
if you're in the front row, though, you get the
all right.
You could do
that. So everyone should once in a while sit in the front row. So they can really get blared, because nothing compares to live music. Which is another thing about the arts that's true. You can buy all the records you want and get everything offline, but nothing compares. Like you're saying, you got your reverberations filled up.
Right, I have a well that I need to get filled up with.
Just like Daddy always plays music so loud, because he's trying to get that, being a horn player, he's trying to get that.
Yeah, that feeling back there.
So that's all we have to say.
Okay,
rambling on.
See you next time.
Yeah, we have plenty more to talk about, don't worry. Goodbye.
Bye.